Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1. Dr. Tottenham strikes his head, rears its ugly head once again. I'm fuming, guys. I am fuming. What have I told you about the corrupt refs in this Premier League? Not one decision, but two decisions today. First of all, Spurs should have had a penalty. The ball was in play and rugby tackles in the box. Not only should we have a penalty, the ref gives the yellow card to Cucurella and says, "Oh, you know what? Just go take the corner." It is an abomination. It's an abomination. These referees, week in, week out in the Premier League. This is what I said yesterday. They've conspired to give Arsenal the title this season, and they're conspiring to send Tottenham down, or at least let it go to the last day so they can have their bloody watch time on the last day of the Premier League.
Final day bonanza.
Exactly, and have something to play for on the last day. It's ridiculous what is going on at Tottenham Hotspur with these referees. Second of all, there should have been a red card for Liam Delap on Jed Spence as well, with an elbow clear to the face. The whole thing is ridiculous. I can't believe what I'm watching week in, week out. Every week, this is what we're talking about. We're not even talking about the game. We're talking about refereeing decisions.
I know, I'm sick of it.
Because it's ridiculous. But every week,
they give us something to talk about every week.
It's
what
madness.
Can we do?
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. In such a key moment of the game as well. It's 2-1. We're pressing a corner. Cucurella shoves him down. It's a penalty. You've got to give the penalty there, ref.
Just to give context for how much the PGMOL and the referees don't want to give Tottenham a penalty. Just to give context, we have the ball in play, a foul in the box, a yellow card given to the Chelsea defender because of how bad the foul is. Inside the box, the referee stops play because there is a foul. He books Cucurella, yet he's so desperate not to give a penalty to Tottenham, he doesn't point to the spot and he says retake the corner. Now there's been evidence of people showing that the ball was in play. The ball was mid-flight when the referee blew his whistle. Obviously we haven't seen it back because we've been at the ground, but people have been saying on social media the ball was in play and the Tell had taken the corner kick when the referee blew up for a foul and booked Cucurella for the foul. There was no debate whether it was a foul or not. The whole debate is where the ball was in play. Now, from what we saw, Tell had taken the corner and the referee blew up after Tell took the corner. That's what we saw. So I do not understand why that is not a penalty and why Tottenham don't have the chance to make it 2-2. In terms of how the game went, it's just very frustrating. I don't think Tottenham were awful today. I don't think Tottenham were terrible. I don't think we should have lost. But at the end of the day, mistakes cost us.
It's Tottenham at
Stamford Bridge. Why did we expect anything at Stamford Bridge? Why did we expect to come here and get anything given our record at Stamford Bridge? I don't know why.
Look, this is the worst Chelsea team that we've ever seen in our lifetimes.
I understand that.
Literally the worst
Stamford
Chelsea
Bridge
team.
trumps it.
Chelsea was shit tonight.
Yeah,
they were
agreed.
absolutely shit tonight. And we should have come here and we should have taken something. You look at, we go 1-0 down with a great strike from Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, from
and I
nothing.
thought from that point, from the beginning of the game up until that point, Spurs were by far the better team in my opinion, without really creating too much. I think Tell hit the post in that time. But from the point that they scored from that goal, we shut the bed from then on until the end of the half. And Chelsea were the better team from the point that they scored till the end of the first half. And it's just like every time we concede our first goal, we just cannot get to grips with it. Like every time, it's just like the confidence just saps out of these players, doesn't it? They can't play 5-yard passes.
It was out of nothing, their goal, though, wasn't it? 30
Yeah,
yards
it was.
out. I mean, no one
It was
closing him
against a run
down.
of play. It was against a run of play.
No one closing him down, but out of nothing, Enzo just smashes it home from good 25, 30 yards into the corner. Kinski, not given much chance with that one. And I thought we were playing all right. I wasn't too worried what Chelsea were doing. But then obviously the goal goes in. We weren't great for the. I think. At that point, I was like, just get it to half-time 1-0. If we get it to half-time 1-0, second half, we only need a goal.
I think we were desperate for half-time for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
we were.
I mean, they scored They scored on 30, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
25,
maybe 15 minutes or something. We were desperate for half-time.
I mean, we were, but it's not like they were creating buckets of chances.
It's not that they were creating buckets of chances, but you could see how low on confidence we were. You could see how we were shitting the bed in that moment in time. Chelsea were the better team.
No, I think the main.
And I felt the longer that went on, the more likely it was Chelsea were going to score.
Yeah, the main thing was our passing game left us, and we just weren't keeping the ball again. But same thing
There's
again.
no difference between that and the Leeds game.
Leeds game and the Sunderland game. Those games.
As soon as we concede, it's the same traits that enter this team.
And then second half, we come out, you're like, at the end of the day, we got to half-time 1-0. You're thinking, second half, it's only 1-0. All we need is a goal. And we'll be, then we need a draw. That's all we need. So a goal is all we need in that second half. So you're thinking, all right, it's 1-0, but we're still well in this game. We come out in the second half fairly confident. We had a couple of like half chances, didn't we? I can't really remember. I think we had a couple of half moments, but at the end of the day, Moani, we have 3 subs.
What has he done?
We have 3
What has
subs.
he done?
We have 3 subs on the bench, warmed up, ready to come on. Madison.
How many times have we seen that, by the way?
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that with subs? It goes back from the Jose Mourinho era, literally having subs ready to come on, and we concede in that moment.
But yeah, but what is Moani doing? He
Seriously,
literally plays Cole Palmer in on goal. He literally, we're in the ball, we're in possession, we're on the attack. Moani gets the ball, and he's like, here, Chelsea have a counter attack. He plays it straight to Cole Palmer. A few passes, in our half. Enzo, I think, heads it across. I don't even know who scored. Was it Santos? I think Santos scored, and 2-0. At that point, you're thinking, God, we've got a mountain to climb. That's it. It's going to go to the final day at that point.
Yeah, I think Moani has single-handedly ruined this game for us, because at 2-0 it makes it insurmountable. Like, what are you doing in that moment in the game? Seriously, what are you doing? It's the worst mistake anyone could have done in that moment. It's ridiculous.
1-0, we're well in that game.
And I'll tell you what, Moani, up until that point, was fucking dreadful as well. Like, he had such a poor game. Every time he had the ball, he lost it. He tried to take on his man, he failed. He tried to make a pass, he failed. And then he does that. Then he does that.
He was shocking.
He was fucking shit tonight, Kolo Muani.
And a 1-0, we're well in that game. And then when it makes it 2-0, you're like, oh my God, Stamford Bridge, it's, striking again. And you're 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. You're like, this is over. We do get that little glimmer of hope. Richarlison scores. I think it's actually quite soon after we conceded, isn't it? Like about 5 minutes after. Yeah. Sarr comes on, Madison comes on.
By the way, what a great back heel from Pape Matar Sarr.
So the brilliant back heel, Richarlison, right place, right time. He gets the goal, and then 2-1, 15 minutes to go. You're like, we've got a chance here. This Chelsea team are not really playing that well. We've got chances here, and I think Madison again made a bit of a difference. I thought he was a bit lively.
He's got to score at that moment.
His shot got blocked, I think, and then we had a header from a corner which was saved by Sanchez, and obviously we then get the penalty, which was the penalty which wasn't given, which was very frustrating. The lap, then elbows Spence, as you say, that should have been a red card. They got away with that one. We huffed and we puffed in that latter stages of the game. And unfortunately, we weren't good enough to score. I think at the end of the day, when you assess just the game on its merits, you have to say the forward line is what was the big problem, I think.
That's the first thing I said to you after the game. This forward line, time and time again, put us in the shit because they're not good enough.
Because you think
it's a clear quality issue. I thought Richarlison, even though he scored, was absolutely wank today. I thought Moani was probably the worst player on the pitch today. Yeah, and Matthias Tell, I thought had a dreadful game as well. I know, in the last stages of the game, there was one header that he just gives to the opposition goalkeeper Sanchez, where he's got to make more out of it. And then in the last attack of the game, he has a big moment for Tottenham, and he's got to square that. He's got to make something of it, and he does nothing. He does nothing.
And I think when you look at the game, I thought defensively, like, we didn't give up too much. I know Enzo scored from a 30-yarder, and they scored from a bad mistake from Moani, one of our attackers. But I don't think defensively they carved us open. I thought midfield we were very competitive. I thought Bentancur, Paulinho, Gallagher were winning lots of duels. I didn't think we were outdone in midfield, but I think where the big gap was in the attack. I think that's where the big gap was. I think we can all agree.
But it's a clear quality issue week in, week out. It's nothing new, what we're seeing today. It's nothing new.
No, we knew that. It's not something that we're surprised about.
I said this at the end of the Leeds game. I said this at the end of the Brighton game. I say this at the end of every single game. The clear quality issue in our team is the forward line.
We know that, but we know that. We have no forward. There are only 3 fit attackers. We can't even change it if we want to. And that's obviously a massive issue, and we know that's our big problem, and that's what we got to contend with. We somehow got 8 points with that forward line playing pretty much the whole time over the last 5 games, and today it wasn't enough. But at the end of the day, judging by the game, I don't think we should have lost. I don't think we deserved to lose. Probably a point. I don't think we deserved to win either, but I think a point would have been fair. And at the end of the day, we didn't get it, and now it goes to the last day.
I think it was 2 poor sides.
Yeah, agreed.
And look, the reality is it is Dr. Tottenham, because we've given Chelsea their first win in God knows how long.
Yeah.
Every team, if you need to pick me up, come and play Tottenham.
Yeah.
This is what we do time and time again. And it's so frustrating, and it makes me so angry. Every time I get more angry when we just gift these, because we gifted them the 3 points today. We literally gifted it to them.
And you look back and Brighton, we gifted them a point right at the end. Leeds, we could have won that game right at the end, but we didn't get the penalty. And now today, we should have got a point
If I'm
today.
De Zerbi,
We should
I'm
have got a
pulling
point.
my hair out because I think
We should be
you
safe
know,
by
I think,
now.
Yeah, we should be safe by now. We should be safe because
we're not.
and now it goes down to the last day, and this is what we didn't want. We can't have it going down to the last day because we see how these players play under pressure. Every time we concede first, we shit the bed. Whenever there's any sort of pressure on us, we shit the bed. And now there is so much pressure to go and get that point on the last day of the season. Yeah, I know it's just a point. We need 1 point from that game against Everton on the last day to keep us up. But do you trust us to go and get it?
So I know, honestly, at this point, there's going
I don't
to be
trust
there's
it.
going to be more twists and turns. We had the chance to put it to bed tonight. You know, make sure there is nothing going into that last day. You know, there's no confusion. We had the chance to be safe, and we didn't take it, and that's obviously massively frustrating. So we go into that last day against Everton, needing that point. West Ham obviously get that little bit of hope now that because we lost, and they go into that final day at home to Leeds, which obviously is not an easy game for them, but they've got that little shot in the arm and a little bit of belief that maybe it's still alive for them. So that will probably keep them going. And we look. The worst thing is we play at a ground where we have a horrible record at. We
It's
have
our home ground.
Exactly, 100%. But we do, and we've lost 10 out of 18 games at home.
We have drawn our last 2 games.
We have, but we have the second worst home form in the whole division. We play an Everton team who have a pretty decent away record.
They are on very, very bad form.
They're on bad form, but overall
They're on the beach really now.
Yeah, but they do have a decent away record. Regardless, doesn't matter if they're on the beach or not. They've got a decent away record. They're not going to lay down easy. We know a David Moyes side, they never give up easy. So it's not going to be an easy game. And all of a sudden, you're looking at that game. And yes, I think if you're looking at it in a positive way, it's still in our hands. We got a 2-point gap, right? We only need a draw going to that final day. I'd rather be in our position than West Ham's position. Destiny is in our hands going to that final day. So I'm still confident we will stay up and we will be in the division. Even if we don't win, even if we draw, even if we lose, there's a good chance West Ham don't beat Leeds. But regardless of that, the destiny is in our hands. So we just need a draw. But we shouldn't have left it this late, you know, considering the positions we've put us in. We should have been safe by now. The fact that we've left it open just leaves that massive amount of anxiety. And as you said, we said it after the Leeds game, how they reacted to conceding is majorly worrying. And then you look at today, you know, how we reacted to concede the first goal is a massive worry. And the worry going to the last day is if we go 1-0 down early or whatever, at any point in the game, are they going to start to panic? Is that anxiety going to start to set in? Is our passing game going to leave us again? That's all those things, that's all those question marks that this kind of game leaves you with, and we've left it open. That's the reality. We've left it open. It now goes to the final day when it didn't need to, and I mean it's going to be a long 5 days for Tottenham.
The only
fans.
positive is going into that game, we don't need to win. We just need to draw.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And you know, we've drawn quite a few games at home this season, so I don't trust it. Don't get me wrong. I don't trust
I think
it.
it's 10 wins, 6 draws, and 2 losses.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't trust Tottenham to do the job, but also, if I'm a West Ham fan, I'm probably not trusting West Ham to do the job on the last day of the season.
They have good home form
They
recently.
need to win. They need to win.
They do need to win, but they have good home form recently. We don't.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the reality. So
I still put West Ham massive favourites to go down. Still.
Of course, they are, because we only need a point. So the reality is, the destiny is still in our own hands. I would rather be in our position than West Ham's. That's the most important thing. And also, we've said it after the West Ham game against Newcastle, we need 1 point from 2 games, not one game.
We've had so many
1 point from
chances
2
now.
games. And this is the second game. It's going to go down to the
so
second
many
game.
chances now to put this to bed. We should have been safe. You know, we should have been safe before this game tonight. That's the reality.
Yeah, that's the frustration.
That the game against Brighton, that should have been a win. The game against Leeds, they're just horrific mistakes, time and time again, has put us in this shit. And you know, we can talk about refereeing decisions, but it's not the refereeing decisions that's actually put us in this. It's the quality up front is the main issue here. You know, I'm always going to call out the referees and the PGMO and the corruption that's going on this season, because I do think it's corruption, and I think Arsenal have been handed it on a plate, and I think they're doing Spurs the ultimate dirty with the constant decisions against us, and that was prevalent again today. But what trumps that is the quality that Spurs have, and the quality in the front line, like we said before, it's holding us back. It's holding us back. But even so, even with that quality, we should be safe right now.
Yeah, we should have got the draw
With the lack
today.
of quality,
We
I
should
mean.
have got the draw today. So look, final day. It goes to the final day. We knew what they weren't going to make it easy for us. They knew they were going to make us sweat, and they're going to make us wait. And we predicted it was going to go to the
Sky
final
always
day.
wanted it to go to the final
Yeah, but
day
we
to get their
I'm just-
viewing numbers.
I'm just saying, we predicted it was going to go to the final day, and here we are. We sit here, stand here, and it's going to go right down to the wire. We won't know if we're safe up until the final whistle on the final day of the season, and that is the truth.
Yeah, it's a hard one to take. It really is a hard one to take. But look, we move on. We got to get that point last game of the season. Everton at home. They're on the beach. Let's just do the business final day. Come on, you Spurs, please. Just do the job for us. Come on.